Hi, Cancer, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for February 17th through 23rd, 2020. And Cancer, this week we have the Sun moving into Pisces on the 19th, the new moon in Pisces on the 23rd, and we also have Mercury who just went retrograde in Pisces. So this week, as well as the weeks to come, it's all about soul evaluations, endings, beginnings, that 12th house energy, life lessons, soul lessons, finally wrapping up through the retrograde. Unfinished business returns to us, okay? So let's pull a card here and see which area of your life is going to be most impacted by this Mercury retrograde through Pisces. Okay, you guys have the seventh house. Gemini also had seventh house as their primary focus, and this is the area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So Cancer, this is where relationships is like returning into your reality. Now, there are so many different ways that could take place, okay? This could be where you are starting to have like signs of synchronicities about a certain person popping up in your reality. You're having dreams about this person. You're hearing third-hand information from somebody else about this person, or this person's actually physically resurfacing back into your life. That's what seventh house energy is through a retrograde. And this could be a friend. This could be family. This could be romantic. This house covers all of those relationships, very significant and important to us. So everything that's returning to you, there's purpose behind it. And if you are unclear or you have a very negative emotion or thought towards somebody who's returning, instead of just going with that immediate emotion that you're used to, stop yourself and ask Spirit, why is this coming back into my reality? Why is this resurfacing? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me? What is my soul trying to finally, let go of and evolve beyond? Because that's why anything is returning to us, because it's not completed. It's not finished. And sometimes when relationships return to us through a retrograde, it could be a chance for another go round, okay? And that definitely could be the case for some of you. But overall, with this retrograde energy, you are going within yourself and having a big time focus and awareness of relationships, any emotional baggage that you carry, the way you've grown, just different things like that. Big time evaluation for Cancers. So let's pull a card here to see, the positive energy that's attached to this Mercury retrograde for you guys. We have choices. Nice. There is another way. Ask your unicorn to help you find it. So with choices coming out, this means, Cancer, you don't need to sell yourself short. And what I mean by that, and I can say this is true of me at some point in my life, I maintained some friendships that I knew they didn't really care about me and that I couldn't count on these people, but I was more afraid of being alone and not having anybody to call friend, or anybody that I could just call, or people that were calling me, even if it was just to tell me all their drama and not even ask about me. It was, that need for connection and closeness. And we are, each and every one of us that gets in that sort of codependency type of energy, obviously it comes from trauma at some point in our life. So Cancer, for some of you, you're coming into this type of an awareness where you are entertaining certain relationships and connections out of fear of not having anybody, or maybe you have a deep emotional attachment and connection to them, but you realize that they don't give back to you in the same capacity. And Spirit's like, you don't need to sell yourself short like that, Cancer, if that does speak to your heart, because there are other people out there. There are more choices for you out there. Some of you may be in a romantic situation because you feel like you couldn't do it on your own based on certain circumstances, or maybe certain family members you live with, or they live with you, and you really want to change the situation, but you don't feel like you can, or there's no options, there's nothing available to you. And Spirit wants you to know there is. You've just got to switch your mind out of that space of, this is all there is for me, this is all there will ever be. You've got to switch your mind out of that, and you've got to know your value. And your spirit guides coming in strong with this retrograde to remind you of that, Cancer. And there are more choices. Don't settle for any connection or relationship, whether it's friend, family, or romance. If something doesn't honor you and doesn't give to you equally, Cancer, you deserve better than that. And some of you, through this evaluation and, these people resurfacing in your reality, some through dreams and conversation, others through physical reconnection, even if you really missed somebody, but they seem like they're the same old story, don't settle, Cancer. Don't settle. Spirit's like, there are better choices for you out there when it comes to relationships. And also through this retrograde, it could be that there are some new connections, some soul tribe members coming into your reality. And that's why it's time to sever ties with anybody who doesn't truly honor you and value you and care about you. And get out, Cancer. At any invite that you get, go out, have fun, because with choices, you don't know who you could meet. And you're not as limited and boxed in as you may have been perceiving yourself, okay? So let's pull a card to see which lesson is attached to this Mercury retrograde that your soul is really trying to complete and, grow beyond. Freedom. Yes, I love it. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. See? Cancer, Spirit's saying, don't be afraid to walk it alone. Whether that's a fear of not having anybody there, it's a fear of finances, it's a fear of family disowning you, like whatever it is, Spirit's like, have no fear. You be true to your heart, to your soul, and you do what's best for you, because freedom, there's more choices than you see right now, and it's time for you to choose freedom. You've got choose your freedom, and you have choices over here. So that's big keyword, significant factor in your reading, is it's a choice that you've got to make about yourself and about certain connections in your life, and realize that you deserve more. And if you have to walk your path completely alone for a little bit, that's okay, Cancer. I've walked my path completely alone for a little bit, and you know what? Best thing to ever happen to me, because when you really don't have anybody, you don't have anybody, you really learn who you are, and you really learn how to be there for yourself. Because when you're always giving your energy to others and being there for them, all right, you lose sight of you and being there for you. And then when, all those you were there for, you expect to step up and they leave you hanging, then, it breaks you and it makes you feel very small. So sometimes you do walk alone on your path, and that's so you can really learn who you are, know your value, know your worth, and realize that, because once you've walked your path alone and you've built yourself up all by yourself to where you're at, you and your spiritual team, okay, nothing can scare you anymore. You won't put up with people taking advantage of you, treating you poorly, all those things. You won't anymore. Cancer, you won't. You'll be like, no. You know what? I the one thing I feared the most already happened, and I'm okay, and I'm better for it. So, you're either going to respect me or you're going to be out of my life. So I just see you guys getting very empowered in who you are and pushing away those who do not honor you, even if that means you have to walk alone. And again, there's this resurfacing of relationships, and this might just be so that you can work things out within yourself emotionally and overcome some emotional baggage from the heartache and pain of certain relationships and connections of your past. But it's time for you to be free of that heartache, that pain, that low self-image, not understanding your value, because so many people have treated you far less than what you really are. And now Spirit wants to wake you up to the essence of you, your worth, your value, your special, all of those things. All right, let's pull some tarot. Yes, look at that. The Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups. That is like awesome, awesome. Next is the Six of Swords. It's getting real good. Next out is the Page of Rods. Yes. And last is the Page of Swords. Beautiful, Cancer. This is two new connections that are trying to come into your life, or this could be some reconnections that are going to have a new beginning, okay? Because you will be in a different space, obviously, but starting out as pages, this is new energy. So a brand new connection or a reconnection that's starting over brand new, where you and the other person are both in completely different energies and mindsets than you were in the past, okay? Here it is, your happiness, your choices, your opportunities available to you that you don't see just yet. Nine of Cups, that's emotional happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Six of Swords, moving on to smoother waters, especially in the mental body, okay? Where we're not hurting and feeling so bad, your mind really getting clear. And then here it is, new energies, new relationships, new friendships, maybe some of you, new romance. You know, you're all on different paths here, but it's very liberating and empowering, these relationships. We got some fire energy right here, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we have some air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So very positive, Cancer, especially for new connections. This just dropped out. Anchor, keep yourself grounded. Let nobody make you second guess yourself or question yourself once you've come to a decision about, you know, what you know is right for you. Because, you know, some of you, because we have this Ace of Cups and this Nine of Cups, this could be that reconnection where somebody's really apologizing and owning up to their behavior, Cancer, for what they did, what they said, okay? And some of you who were very wrong in a situation, you're ready to own up to your behavior, reach out and make things right. Rescue, help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. This to me is talking about how you're always the one to save the day, and it's time for you to hang up your hat for that for a while, because it's you who needs the rescue and the save right now. Because I just feel like so much of your energy is scattered because you've been there for others and you haven't gotten that back. And now it's your time. It's your turn, Cancer. It absolutely is. And, you know, as much as you're empathetic and your heart hurts and aches, if somebody has continually just not been there for you, it's time for you to just say, I don't have the emotional or mental energy and strength to be there for you right now. I'm working on my own things. And there is nothing wrong with that, Cancer. Absolutely nothing. And again, get out and about, go have fun, because there are people that want to come into your life. Energetically, your souls are already in communication, pulling you guys together, okay? So those are your messages, Cancer. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.